Greetings, Director Arctor here. It's time for another Arctor Labs controversial book club reading. This one's been taken out of print for some time already. If you were trying to find a hard copy, you'd be paying a princely sum indeed. I give you McElligot's Pool. Why it was taken out doesn't seem to be terribly clear, but apparently it's something about offensive fish. Apparently. I haven't read this story previously. This is not one that features from my childhood, so it's going to be a bit of an adventure for us. Without further ado, McElligot's Pool. This book was dedicated to T.R. Geisel of Springfield, Massachusetts, the world's greatest authority on blackfish, fiddle crabs, and deagle trout. Of course, while it was dedicated to them, since it's been taken out of publishing, I guess screw you, T.R. Geisel. McElligot's Pool, written and illustrated by Dr. Seuss. Formerly published by Random House, but not anymore. "Young man," laughed the farmer, "you're sort of a fool. You'll never catch fish in McElligot's Pool. The pool is too small, and you might as well know it. When people have junk, here's the place that they throw it. You might catch a boot, or you might catch a can, you might catch a bottle, but listen, young man, if you sat 50 years with your worms and your wishes, you'd grow a long beard before you caught fishes." Answered Marco. "It may be all right. I've been here 3 hours without a single bite. There might be no fish, but again, well, there might. 'Cause you never can tell what goes on down below. This pool might be bigger than you or I know. This might be a pool, like I've read of in books, connected to one of those underground brooks. An underground river that starts here and flows right under the pasture, and then, well, who knows? It might go along down where no one can see, right under State Highway 203, right under the wagons, right under the toes of old Miss Umbroso, who's hanging out clothes. It might keep on flowing, perhaps, who can tell, right under the people of Sneen's Hotel, right under the grass where they're playing croquet, and under the mountains far, far away. This might be a river. Now, might it be, connecting McElligot's Pool with the sea? Then maybe some fish might be swimming toward me. If such a thing could be, then they certainly would be. Some very smart fellow might point out the way to the place where I'm fishing, and that's why I say if I wait long enough, if I'm patient and cool, who knows what I'll catch in McElligot's Pool? I might catch a stout fish, I might catch a short or a long drawn-out fish. Any kind, any shape, any color or size. I might catch some fish that would open your eyes. I won't be surprised if a dogfish appears, complete with a collar and long floppy ears, woofing along. And perhaps he might chase a whole lot of catfish right straight to this place. I might catch a fish with a pinwheel-like tail. I might catch a fish who has fins like a sail. I might catch some young fish, some high-jumping friskers. I might catch an old one with long flowing whiskers. I might catch a fish with a long curly nose. I might catch a fish like a rooster that crows. I might catch a fish with a checkerboard belly, or even a fish made of strawberry jelly. I might catch a seahorse. Now, mightn't I now? I might catch a fish who is partly a cow. Some fish from the tropics, all sunburned and hot, might decide to swim up. Well, they might they not? Racing up north for a chance to get cool. Full steam ahead to McElligot's Pool. Some Eskimo fish from beyond Hudson Bay might decide to swim down, might be headed this way. It's a pretty long trip, but they might, and they may. I might catch an eel. Well, I might, it depends. A long twisting eel with a lot of strange bends, and oddly enough with a head on both ends. One doesn't catch their kind of fish as a rule, but the chances are fine in McElligot's Pool. I might catch a fish with a terrible grouch, or an Australian fish with a kangaroo's pouch. Who wants to catch small ones like mackerel or trout? Say, I'll catch a sawfish with such a long snout that he needs an assistant to help him about. If I wait long enough, if I'm patient and cool, who knows what I'll catch in McElligot's pool? Some roughneck old lobster, all gristle and muscle, might grab at my bait now. Then I would have a tussle. To land one so tough might take 2 or 3 hours. But the next might be easy. The kind that likes flowers. I might catch some sort of fast-moving bloke who zips through the waves with an over-on stroke. I might, and I may, and that's really no joke. A fish even faster, a fish, if you please, who slides down the sides on strange islands on skis. He might ski on over and pay me a visit. That's not impossible, really, now is it? Some circus fish from an acrobat school, might stage a big show in McElligot's pool. Or I might catch a fish from a stranger place yet, from the world's highest river in far-off Tibet, where the falls are so steep that it's dangerous to ride 'em, so the fish put up chutes, and they float down beside them. From the world's deepest ocean, from way down below, from down in the mud where the deep divers go, from down in the mire and the muck and the murk, I might catch some fish who are all going gluck. Whales! I'll catch whales! Yes, a whole herd of whales! I'll spouting their spouts and thrashing their tails. I'll catch 50 whales! Then I'll stop for the day. Because, there's nothing that's bigger than whales, so they say. Still, of course, it might be that there is something bigger. Some sort of a kind of a thingamajigger. A fish that's so big, if you know what I mean, that it makes a whale look like a tiny sardine. Oh, the sea is so full of a number of fish, if a fellow is patient, he might get his wish. And that's why I think I'm not such a fool when I sit here and fish in McElligot's pool. Well, that was McElligot's pool, discontinued for offensive imagery. If you didn't catch it, I think I know what it is now. I mean, most of those depictions were fine. They had a man depicted being from Tibet. Couldn't really tell what ethnicity they were. Looked a bit like a wizard to me. It could be that was it. But no, I don't think that's it. I think the problem was here. You see this shit? They've made those fish like Eskimos. Inuit! No, sorry, that shouldn't be offensive. I suppose it's because they made the Inuit on the shore a little too light-skinned, maybe? I don't understand. Otherwise, these might as well be lionfish for how they look. But they're said to be Eskimo fish. Fault, it's just the straw man syndrome's lingering effects. I know this consciously. That should fill me with irrational rage is beside the point. These fish anger me, but I know that's my problem. Do people understand my... Look, straw man syndrome is a hell of an illness, even when you recover from it. Have the cure, fine for the staff anyway. There's some lingering effects. And once again, my deepest apologies to the people of Seward Peninsula. In any case, that's McElligot's pool, everyone. I get away from this image before I snap! One of the earliest books to be pulled for its terribly offensive imagery, and the latest entry to the Archlab's controversial book club. Please feel free to share this with your children. Okay, maybe not me getting angry part. I mean, that's just going to confuse and scare them. And this isn't for children anyway. No, that's a terrible idea. Scratch all of that. Look, if you want to see more, I will be live on the McElligot's live streams channel as that jerk Arcturus. barring complications, and of course can be found here regularly to the schedule that most of you are probably familiar with. Please do check out the live content. Highly recommended most of the time, except for Wednesdays. Find out if you're... Until next time, so long as progress continues, success is inevitable. Eskimo.